Jacob, did you get the AIS or the AIOS plus the brain installed
I
on
did
your?
actually.
How did that go?
It actually it was really, really easy to do. I kind of changed it slightly. So what took me the longest
Yeah.
wasn't the implementation. It was just changing the file directories because that just takes time to make sure it's all working
Mhm.
correctly and going to right places. Because I renamed a couple of things along the way, so I had to make sure it was
Yeah.
connected.
Yep.
But I've been building like right now I'm trying to build an AI like dietitian and health plan that I can use on my phone. And then I've been like recording it along the steps of the way. So it's definitely working very well. You don't need Obsidian for it. It lives right in my like
Right.
folder.
Yep.
It's very easy to use, and I know like I've been going back into old stuff I've done and then plugging in the prompt like I think it's
Yep.
mark this down, I think I was
Yeah.
saying. And it
Yeah.
works wonderfully. I mean, it's been going back and doing it. Uh I have no complaints. It's very easy to set up. It's
Yep.
one prompt and a
Yep.
couple questions.
Yep. Yeah. So Joshua, I sent you that. It's a prompt that you're just going to drop in to Claude Code, and it'll install an orchestrator agent and a second brain. So basically, uh, whoever's driving, then it gives it governance, the rules, and then memory. So it can learn and get smarter. So I'll be happy to explain that, go a little deeper with you. I was just testing it. I have a pretty
Where
complicated
where did you
system.
where did you send that
Probably your email, just whatever
email?
your Gmail account.
I
And
must
it'll
have
be an
missed it.
HTML file. Was it HTML file I sent you, Jacob?
Yep,
Yeah, okay.
HTML.
So
HTML.
I just have been testing because Antonio was asking me about it forever, and I had sent him a like a sanitized version of Athena, and he goes, "Shit, I can't figure it out, man. Like it doesn't work." I'm like, "It does work," but so I really simplified it, and I think having the the way that I set it up, so then you get to choose the name, the file structure, the rest of it, then you can make it yours. Because that's what I've always wanted. I'm like, just customize it. Here's the concept. Go customize it because you don't want what I have. It's not going to work for you.
I think what I want to do in the future with it is I want to build a dashboard so I can see it bit
Yeah.
more clearly.
Yeah. Yeah. That
And
that's my next step is to include that too. So great thinking. Yep.
okay.
That's
And then
yeah.
I want to see if there's like a skill that can, or if I can build something that can group the kind of knowledge bases that has. Because if I'm building a bunch of different prompts, to see if it can group them on some shared category and maybe draft a skill based on that, that might be the next step of what I'm thinking.
In the learning loop, you can have it if you do a session close. I don't remember what the trigger word was for you to say I'm closing the session or whatever you renamed it to. That is where it will cache everything and take the session data and then hold it, analyze it, take what it's learned, and then hand off to the next session. So when you start your next session, you're doing a session open, and you're telling you don't have to say anything. It's like here's the blockers, here's what you finished last time, this is what's next. Where would you like to begin, or what do you want to work on? So
I, I
those are important aspects of it.
I double checked. I didn't see anything from you, Matt. So,
Okay.
I mean, did you text it to me or no?
Uh, I'll send it via email again, and I'll make sure that it actually goes through because I found one email that I had drafted for you after you responded to me, and it never sent. And I was like, because Athena, my orchestrator, she actually drafted it when she saw the conversation come in, and then I don't have her send anything. I push the button, I read it, verify that's what I would say. Yep, that's what I would say, and I push the button. Mike, what's
She
your
she's sleeping on the
orchestrator
job.
name?
What's that, Matthew? I'm sorry.
What's your orchestrator's name again?
Karn. Karn.
Karn. That's
And
right.
so yeah,
The
it's
path.
kind of funny you talking about the productizing this. That's exactly what I did. I took
Yeah.
Nate's AIOS. I didn't like a lot of the things he did, and since he released it under the MIT license, I ripped it apart, made it my own. Now it's a business reframe core, so everybody gets the same core, And as I work with it more and more and more and find skills that are generically applicable to a whole bunch of shit, I add that to the core.
Yep.
And the closed session is one of those things. So I just type in closed session or slash close, or I just tell Karn, let's shut this session down, whatever, and it knows to apply the closed session skill, and it writes. So everything that it normally would write to my C drive, the memories and stuff, it still does that because that's just the way Claude works. But it also adds a log into my Obsidian, and it adds specific things from this session to wherever it needs to be in the brain. And what that does is it makes it really fast to recall previous sessions without going, hey, remember when we were talking about this, and it's going through and it's like, yeah, I'm not finding that, which was the problem I was having when it only saved it to the C drive. So now that it's doing it this way and it's linked to other things within the brain, it's wicked fast and it's way more accurate too. I lose a lot less context than I did before, and in fact, I really can't think of an example where I've lost context. So yeah, using the closed session. The other nice thing about it too is, like, I would finish sessions, and I've been doing this since day one. Hey, don't forget to make notes of the important stuff. Now it does that and more. But previously I was never really sure. Ooh, should I close this window because I'm going to lose half the stuff because it only makes minimal notes. Well, now I can close the window and not even care. So so my VS Code is way cleaner. I'm not running with a bajillion tabs open anymore, just because I might want to refer back to it. So that's really nice.
Are you using Obsidian for your?
I use Obsidian, but and the only reason why is because I like Dan Martell for a lot of things. Dan Martell's great about these are